All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Under the Surface. I'm Bazaar Blake here with,
Nonhead 32. Hello.
and today we are going to talk about the big announcement that was made just a few days ago in the Bazaar Discord server about the fact that they're extending the closed beta by another month. So, the biggest thing that we've learned is that they're extending the closed beta by a whole another month. So it was originally supposed to end sometime in early December, according to their original roadmap, and then move into the open beta, which would be free to play and see a lot more players join the game. But that has now been extended to sometime, we assume, in early January, which I don't know how you feel about it. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I also understand their reasoning behind it.
Well, to be fair, as we already have access to the game, it doesn't really affect us that much.
Yeah. That's true. I've seen a lot of people who are waiting to play for the open beta, really sad. But
Well,
yeah,
that's a sort of a nudge for those people to buy the founders pack,
hey, there's still a whole nother month now. So the reasoning for doing this is to make sure that their servers can handle the anticipated additional load for open beta and full launch. And because of the server downtime we've experienced over the past few weeks. So I think a little bit of the reason is because they want to make sure founders are getting their money's worth. It's probably more of a side effect of the real reason, which is the server issues that they've been having. And I also have a sneaking suspicion that they want to have more time for proper balancing because new stuff I'm sure is going to be added in the open beta.
I'm not 100% sure if they are actually going to add anything in the open beta, but I think they need to find the routine in terms of balancing schedule, and of course, as you said, they need to, sort of polish off their servers so they can be, well, up to scratch whenever the floods of free to play players actually arrive. Because on this little neat graphic, we can see that they apparently have over 120,000 unique users. And I'm not 100% sure if that means 120,000 founders packs sold or just 120,000 codes being activated. So essentially, you need to have that to actually see what founders pack sales have been like.
Yeah, I took the 120,000 number as, because it says users, I took it as probably 60-ish thousand people have bought a founders pack and then the other half are free. But I'm not sure. I think a Rotten Pickle had told me that a week or two ago that somebody's founder Vanessa was 60,000. So that's pretty, I mean, even just having that many founders packs sold is pretty insane to me. I honestly didn't think that this game would have this many users this early. I'm not sure how you feel about it, but
Yeah, that is a lot of users, a lot of, well, packs sold. Is that actually insane numbers? Not 100% sure, but judging by the fact that most people found out about the game the day it released, I suppose that's all right. And well, that's definitely a sizable income for them, right?
that's what I was thinking. Because everybody's paying a minimum of, or half of these 120,000 users are paying $33 at a minimum. A lot of people probably paid for the higher tiers, like we did. So
I suppose that I think most founders packs sold were actually tier 1, because not many people probably want to invest in a unknown sort of IP, because even though Reynad is the man behind the project, I'm not 100% sure if that many people are actually aware that it's his game.
I'm not sure. I kind of assumed most people did, but the game's grown a lot, so maybe they don't. And I think it's better if they don't even know who he is, so the game stands on its own legs.
Sure, yeah.
I was just going to also mention that there have been, if that's a huge number of users, and I understand why they might see that number and be scared about what the open beta looks like, considering they're already having pretty substantial server issues that have gotten better. But I know you've dealt with them a lot, and they have given everybody 10 chests and 2 ranked tickets, which is nice if you were affected by the server issues at all.
Well,
So that's something.
well, yeah. That's something that sums it up nicely, because I don't think that's appropriate response, appropriate recuperation. But I'm 100% sure that I lost much more than just 10 chests and 2 tickets. But oh well, I guess anything's all right in terms of
Well,
like.
then you also have like my wife who has played, she's played a little bit, but she was hardly affected by the server issues. Like one time she couldn't get on when there was a server issue for like an hour, and she still got the 2 rank tickets and 10 chests too, which I get it's hard to divvy it up by region and everything, but
I mean, they cannot pick and choose who gets the chests and who doesn't, because people would complain to no end, and it would be sort of like favoritism. So they had to give everybody those chests, even if they didn't even install the game. At least that's my understanding of things.
yeah, it's definitely the easier way to do things, and people in this community are complaining nonstop. So just give the people what they want.
I mean, as in any community, to be fair.
Yeah. Honestly, I take it as a good sign because people are complaining because they like the game, you know?
Yes, that is correct. People only complain about things they are passionate about, because if they didn't care, they wouldn't complain. So that's, on one hand, you don't want people complaining, because that's sort of either hurtful or, well, unproductive on some in some capacity. But on the other hand, you know that you have audience that is engaged in your product and wants it to be better simply. So now they extended the beta period to make it better simply.
I really hope at the end of the closed beta, we get to see the stats again of like how many users there are and everything. Because I'm really curious if it increases by a dramatic amount before the end, or if it's just kind of hold steady at this number. I kind of expect it to not increase a ton. Like most people who want one have bought a founder's pack or got a code somehow.
You know, I'm sort of prepared to bet that many people were holding on buying this founders pack because they were sort of aware that, okay, I only need to wait 1 month. I can do that, you know. But now when they, realize that they would need to wait 1 more month, some of them might, their hand might be slowly creeping towards their pocket, and in that pocket might be a wallet with a credit card. So, I think that is definitely going to bump up the sales just a little bit, maybe not by a crazy amount, but it's definitely going to be affecting the sales. But one thing that I would like to ask you about this extended period is, as Reynard mentioned, he wants seasons to be 1 month long. And, well, that's the question I want to ask you. How much were you able to play the game in this past month, and what rank did you obtain?
I'm glad you've brought this up because I was going to kind of move into this discussion too, because this closed beta is now 2 months long instead of the initial 1 month kind of season idea. And first of all, I kind of wonder if that's sustainable for tempo, but also, yeah, like I played more than I'll probably play in a normal month for Bazaar in the future because it was the first month. I was crazy about it. I, made sure I had like plenty of time the first couple weeks to play more than I probably normally would. I've gotten to, I think I'm low gold, like gold 5 or 4 or something in terms of rank. And I don't know, like I feel like I haven't got the amount of chests I want. I don't know, but I also haven't wanted to sit and grind rank, which now kind of involves picking builds that aren't always the funnest to play, to get the 3 chests every time and to get the 2, not what you call them, but like 2 things to level up, So how do you feel about the 1 month season?
For me, it's much too short. But one additional question for you is, were you playing only on your account or on both accounts that you got from your founders pack?
I was only playing on the one.
I see. I gifted my spare code to my girlfriend, and she has been playing mostly normals. So, and as we sort of didn't want to lose out on the free ranked ticket, I've been playing the free ranked on both accounts every day. So, I couldn't play as much on my main account as I could possibly, but I'm on my main account, I'm like mid-silver, something like that. And on the second account, I'm almost silver, just by playing 1 free ranked a day. And, well, I need to say that I didn't win every time. So I didn't get +2 every game. So I think that I can describe myself as an average player because I don't really feel like I'm that great. I'm all right, but I'm not creep levels proficient. So during 1 month, I think I would struggle to get to gold, even with like regular playing, you know? In the sense that I do not pay gems to enter ranked. I only use my free tickets and tickets I earn in normal runs, just so I can save up for future heroes, you know? And I don't know, 1 month feels too short. I would increase that to 2 months at least. But we probably need to see, you know, how that plays out in the long term. Because some people who play like 8 hours a day definitely can get to legend rank easily. But if you play like 2 or 3 runs a day and let's say you average like +2 every day, like +2 on the ranked, I don't know, like this ladder sort of, I'm not 100% sure how to describe it, but at the end of the run you get those gems sort of on the track, right? So when you get to 4 wins you don't get any additional points. When you get to 7 wins you get +1, and then at 10 you get +2. So let's say you get like, if you play 3 runs a day, you get like, let's say on average +2, and that's where I was what I was averaging, you know. So I have no idea how many ranks there are, but there's definitely bronze, there's silver, there's gold. I have no idea if there's something above gold, and of course there's also this legend rank, right? So how many like 7-win runs, because I would exclude 10-win runs as something you can achieve regularly, how many of those you need to actually play to get to this legend rank? And of course, I don't assume that everybody has to get to legend rank, but I think that if you apply yourself to it, you should be able to achieve it in the span of the season. What do you think?
I think, well, there's also I think there's a diamond rank too.
Above
So
gold, right?
yeah, and then it's legend. I think I haven't for sure seen them all, but I think that's what there is. But you can, if you want to grind rank, I think you can. I think if you're decent at the game, you can definitely get to legend in a season. But I think it's a little unrealistic for the average player, and like the average like good player that could
Mm.
get there probably with more time. I don't know. Maybe it's because the runs are so long, you know, and they're longer than like I guess other sort of card game like Hearthstone, for example. Your typical game is much shorter, so I don't know. Maybe rank needs to be reworked, or maybe seasons need to be longer. I think I would probably prefer just longer seasons,
Yeah.
like 2 month or something like, I don't know. I like the sort of like Overwatch does. I think like 6 week seasons. Maybe that's a little too long for this game, but I like the longer seasons. So people do stuff in a month. Maybe you're going to be on a trip for that month or something. You don't for sure miss out on most of the season or anything like that. So it costs 100 gems if you don't have your daily free ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you play casual and get 10 wins, then you get another free ticket to then take over to your ranked run. And even if you get only one chest, you still profited some number of gems and a cosmetic item, that sort of thing. It always feels so much better to do that rather than to spend 100 gems on a ranked game, because I don't know, like even sometimes when you get 7 wins, you're not guaranteed to get 100 gems necessarily. I mean, maybe in the value of the cosmetic item, everything, it'll turn out
Yeah.
that way. But so I don't know. I always find myself doing what you do, where I'm only playing when I can get tickets, and so I can save up for the next hero, so I don't have to pay $25 essentially for the next hero.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So a few things that you've mentioned I would like to sort of expand on. So first of all, I would like to mention that in terms of this going up the ladder, if we have bronze, silver, gold, and diamond, and then legend on top. So bronze has, from each rank goes from, let's say, bronze 5 to bronze 1, and then goes to silver 5. Then you have to increase your rank to silver 1, and you can go to gold 5, blah blah. So if every rank has 5 tiers, then you need 100 ranked points to get to legend rank. So that's 107 win games. That's a lot in 1 month.
Good lord.
So I'm not 100% sure if that number of games can be reasonably squeezed into, well, 1 month time frame, and especially since you have to win every time to to fit into those 100 games, because if you get even four wins once, you have to add that one game to that sort of list. And the sort of cost for entering ranked, so I possibly how to put it, okay, so when you win, let's say you get 2 chests from your ranked run, so you get on average like 70 gems from those 2 chests. Maybe you get up to 90 if you're lucky. But of course we need to include the value of the cosmetics in those chests in our calculations, right? Because those rewards have value. Right now they are just pretty PNGs, but we need to be aware that those things will be sellable, and possibly anything below like gold or diamond skin isn't going to be worth much, and probably not many people will desire that, because I have many copies of bronze and silver skins, so I'm 100% sure other people will have those copies as well. So probably whenever you open a chest, only those most rare skins are going to be really sort of sellable. Yeah, I think that's the best word for it. And a minor thing that maybe you haven't noticed, like not that long ago, the labeling of the chests changed from season 1 to beta season.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, so my thoughts for tempo are the length of the season probably should be extended a bit, or maybe they could squeeze ranks just to reduce the number of games you actually need to win for the legend rank. So instead of 5 tiers of each rank, maybe it should go only to 4. So like silver 4 3 2 1, then gold 4 3 2 1, that sort of stuff, because that would reduce the number of games you need to win by 20. So I think 80 games in a month, that's more reasonable, but you still need to be first of all proficient in the game to win a lot, and at least win more than you lose. And I guess maybe we shouldn't go that deep into that discussion, because that's possibly a topic for another episode, but like reward structure is sort of top heavy. So
I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I think that should be another episode.
Yeah, okay, so tune next week or something like that. I have no idea when we will record that, but be prepared for that discussion as well in the near future.
So that's everything about the extended closed beta and more. Just let us know in the comments what you think about the extended closed beta. Do you think it's a good or bad thing? How do you feel about the closed beta so far?
And also, you may want to put in the comments what you think about the season structure at large, because that's also an intriguing part of the conversation. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, all that jazz. We would like that.
Yeah, for sure. It helps out with the videos. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yep. See you on Monday on my channel, and bye.
See ya.